what we're making today are some mini pumpkin pies. So first I'm going to check the recipe, even though I make this every year. I should know what I'm doing by now, but okay, it looks like I've forgotten a few things. Okay, so just double check the recipe. Cup and a quarter of plain flour. That's what we're going to need because we're starting with the base. A little bit of salt, about a quarter teaspoon is all you really need. And some butter, about 75 grams of butter. I've got that cubed all ready to go. I'm just going to put it into the WAS machine, blend it up, add a little bit of water as you go. That's what I'm doing now, just so it turns into a nice dough that you can make into a pastry crust. There it is. It looks okay. Let's get that all mixed up and flattened out and rolled out. But no, let's not roll it out. Let's just set it aside for a little while. I'll just put that in a dish and cover that over so it can sit there for a while and rest while I get some of the other ingredients ready. Oh, it looks like I'm almost out of cling wrap there. I'll have to get some more soon. That's what that little sticker is for. Next is to get your pumpkin ready. Now you can buy it in a tin, or you can do it yourself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up enough pumpkin to try and make some pumpkin filling, about 2 cups worth, which means I probably need a little more than 2 cups worth of cubed pumpkin, but that's what I've got overflowing. I'm going to steam it. You can bake it and then cut the skin off later, but I find it's easier for me just to cut the skin off and then steam it because I don't want to boil it. I'm not really into boiling it and losing all the flavors, and then it makes it too moist. In the meantime, I'll get ready some nutmeg. You only need about a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. So I've got a little bit there I put into a dish. Just checking to see if I have enough. And yes, I do have enough to make a quarter teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Okay, that pumpkin has come out of the microwave. It's all steamed up. It's pretty good. So I'm going to have to really blend it to make it to a smooth, consistent texture. It's pretty hot, so be careful, but yeah, get it in there, and I'll blend that up. Okay, so now, I mean, it may seem like I'm going to put it back in a minute, but for now, yeah, we've got to get that out so that I can see how much I have, really. And I'm looking for 2 cups worth of the pumpkin. Yeah. And it looks like I have about enough. And so straight back into the blender it goes. Okay, plus some other ingredients. I can see some evaporated milk there, so that's probably going to go in very soon. Okay, no, it looks like I'm putting in sugar. Sugar goes in first. And sometimes I add a little bit of brown sugar. Maybe not, it's not part of the recipe, but it's got a nice flavor, but you know, maybe I won't use it. But oh yeah, go ahead. Just use it all. Just dump it in. Some cinnamon. Wow, that's way too small, that spoon. We're going to need a lot more cinnamon. Cinnamon is good. Don't hold back on the cinnamon. Okay? You need pretty much a teaspoon. Maybe another teaspoon. Yep. That looks like half a teaspoon. So maybe I've got a whole tablespoon in there. Yeah, I can't remember. And it was just a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg. But you can add 2 teaspoons. You can add 3 teaspoons if you want. You can have 4. Use as much nutmeg as you like. And we're still not using that evaporated milk. I'm not sure what's going on. What ingredient is next? Oh, okay, looks like the vanilla essence. But hang on, that's not in the recipe. That's not in the recipe. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, just put it in. It can't go wrong with a little bit of vanilla when you're baking something sweet. It's actually quite nice. Okay. Still not sure what's happening with that evaporated milk. So that's going to go in pretty soon, I hope. Nope, not yet. Okay, now we're gonna get some. We're gonna blend that all up first. Blend that up, make sure it's a really smooth, consistent texture. Now let's take a look at that. Yeah, that's looking very good. And okay, yes, some eggs. We need 3 eggs. So there we go. That's the second one. And yes, 3 eggs. Fantastic. All right, we're all set there. And well, that little transition because I made a mess with the eggs, so I had to clean that up. Well, let's get that blended in there. I don't know if we're going to use that evaporated milk now. I thought some milk went in there. Maybe I've got something else planned. Well, let's just see how it looks. Open it up. That's looking good from here. Yeah, it's still got that nice orangey color. Smooth texture. Yeah, just make sure all the spices and everything have mixed together well. And now we're going to add a tin of evaporated milk. That's what I wanted to see. Good. So we'll just blend that up a little bit more. Again, just so it's really nice, consistent texture. Very smooth. And looks like I'm going to get ready to get the dough ready to put into the Texas muffin tins because we're making mini pumpkin pies. We're going to make 6 mini pies. I'm just getting a work surface ready for that dough. Just going to flatten and roll it out. You know, you just only want it about 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 centimeter thick. It doesn't have to be too thick, but you just want to roll it out thin enough so it'll fit. And that's about the right size to make fit in the muffin tin to make the mini pie pastry. And there you can see that is about right. I've cut off a little bit to be nice and neat, but you don't have to do that. A little bit extra. And there's the finished, you know, at least 6 rolled out pastry crusts. We're all set to go now. We just got to put the filling, the pumpkin filling, into them. So let's have a look at that. No, you don't need the recipe. You know what to do next. Come on. Oh, you do not need... Put that away. You got this, man. Just show some confidence. Okay. So I've given it one more final blend on the blender. Just to make sure it's smooth. You're going to need some way, though, to pour it in without making a mess. So I use sometimes like a soup ladle. You can use that. And you can see it may look too thin. You might be thinking, no, that's way too thin and runny. Don't worry. When it cooks, it'll get to a nice sort of consistency so that it is firm, but not too heavy. So it's going to turn out great. And there we are. We've got it all served out. Not quite all the way full. Leave a little bit of room for it to raise to the top. Getting a bit sort of pedantic there, cleaning it up. But yeah, it saves cleaning up burn marks on the tin later. So that goes into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. About 190 centigrade. And then when it's done... You'll see it. Looks like that. They've risen. Some of them have little crack marks. That's okay. Just want to check to make sure they've cooked all the way through. The good old-fashioned poke it with a stick method. And it looks good. That one looks fine. Okay, you're going to check another one? Yeah, all right. That's good. We'll just check one more just to make sure they turn out okay. Okay, checking the third one. All right. Okay, I think they're done. I think they're okay, but yeah, we've made triply sure. So that's how they look once they've come out of their tins. But we want to make this for Christmas, not Thanksgiving, for Christmas. So we're gonna do some preparation, some presentation here. And so we've got a very nice display here, some sort of a wreath, a mini wreath on a background with some lights. And that looks fantastic. But it's not done yet. Just a little bit of whipped cream to really set it off. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a fantastic Christmas and a great New Year. And enjoy the pies.
Oh, that looks really good.
It's not finished.